It's me again. So I just took a bath, and I washed my hair, and I came prepared. I brought a deep conditioner and everything. So of course I used that. I rinsed with cool water. So my hair is like really soft, and I just feel clean, and I shaved and like everything. So I feel good on the hygiene level, which is nice. Because sometimes sitting in a hospital bed all frickin' day, every day while you're sick, like, no. So that feels good. Yeah, I have ADD. I can't focus. My lungs are doing better. I'm still tired. I think mostly I need to eat. Like in order to stay healthy, I think I need to eat. And that's not gonna happen because I never have an appetite. So there's that. But I'm hopefully getting out today. And one of the nice things about that is like when they send me food here, I look at it and I'm just kind of like, okay. But when I'm at home, I can either cook for myself or I can like go out to eat or like whatever. And food actually looks appetizing, or at least more appetizing than it typically does in a hospital. So I think once I get out, I will eat more, which is good. I need to eat. I'm not eating. And also, this is a good thing. My insurance decided, finally, again, to cover my tube feedings overnight, which means that I will be getting calories overnight even if I suck at eating during the day. And I think that'll help a lot. 'Cause like, man, I suck. They haven't done my PFTs yet. They should be doing them later today. And I'm kind of nervous / curious to see where they're at. Because I'm not feeling amazing, but I'm not feeling terrible. And I'm wondering if I'm doing better or worse than when I was here for my checkup. So we'll see. Sorry, I love playing with my hair. If you couldn't tell from every other video that I had with my hair down and I'm just running my hands through it. But look how long it's getting. Isn't that really cool? Like, my nipple's right here. It touched my nipple. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, so here's why. So I was upset earlier today. I can't remember. This is the second time I'm filming this video, and I can't remember if I mentioned it in this video or the first time that I filmed it. But I felt like complete asshole when I woke up this morning. Like emotionally. Cried all morning, basically, until I got to eat food, which was only a half hour ago. At about like 10 o'clock. I woke up probably around 4:30 because there's somebody across the hall screaming for fun. No, just kidding, it's not for fun. I don't know why they're screaming. But it woke me up. And they've been doing it since last night, and they're still doing it. I'm surprised it hasn't happened in this video yet. But they kind of just scream, and then I'm like, okay, I guess I'm awake. So, sorry, I got a weird notification. Shit, I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, okay, so I called about setting up an appointment for a lung transplant. Whoa, that was way off. To get evaluated to see if I should go on the lung transplant list. Two completely different things. And they're supposed to call me back today. I have a feeling they won't, so I'll have to call them again. But like, I don't really know anything about lung transplants, and I'm kind of like, I'm excited and entirely scared, for a few reasons. Okay, so excited. A lung transplant means I get a fresh start. Means, like, ideally means healthy. Like, that's a good thing. There, obviously, which is why my doctors are recommending it and everything. The reason I'm scared is a lot of reasons. One, it's just like really, I know how sick I am and I know how I feel and I know that I'm getting worse and worse and worse. But it's going somewhere to talk about a lung transplant or be on a lung transplant list or to eventually get a lung transplant. It's like really serious. Like, you don't just like wake up one day and be like, I guess I need a lung transplant. Like to need this, I'm really sick. And like, I know that, but it's just kind of like thrown in my face, I guess. And then to also feel like I kind of have to talk about it nonchalantly, because like to me it's like it's a very personal thing that I'm this sick. I think mostly because there's a lot of like emotions that go with it, so it feels very like vulnerable or like, I don't know, kind of stingy to like just be nonchalantly like, oh yeah, I might get a lung transplant. Because when you tell people that, it's not just like, oh, Bryn's getting a lung transplant. It's like, oh my God, Bryn has, like, I'm sure there's feelings that come with that. So it's like expressing feelings to people, sort of, that I don't want to express. Like, I want it to just be a procedure, but it's not. There's feelings with it. And when you tell people that you're getting a transplant, they know that there's feelings with it. And so by telling them that you're sick enough to need a transplant is like involuntarily expressing emotions that I don't want to express to everybody. But the people that I would be telling about a lung transplant is it's kind of important for me to tell, like my boss or like all my clients at work because I cut people's hair. And like even like my family, like I don't know. I don't know if I'm explaining that in a way that makes sense, but it feels to tell somebody that I might get a lung transplant or that I am getting a lung transplant or whatever, that I'm headed in that direction, feels extremely personal. But I still have to tell people even if I don't want them to see that side of me, I guess. So that's really scary. Or having people feel bad for me is I don't know if that part's scary, but it's not necessarily something that I like, because I feel like when people are like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, or like, oh my God, that sucks, it's like, I don't know what to say, because it does suck. But for me to be like, yeah, it sucks, like, then I seem like a depressing mood ruiner. But if I go, no, it's just a part of life because, that's, because that's how life is, and everyone has things that they have to deal with, like, that's the correct response, but I don't give a fuck, that's not how I feel. I don't feel like this is just the part of life. I don't feel like just a part of life is supposed to be like somebody breaks your heart, or like you struggle financially for a little bit and then get better. Not you're so sick that you're gonna die and you need to get a lung transplant and then you're still probably gonna fucking die from the disease. Like, that's not supposed to be a part of life. So I don't feel that way to be saying, oh, it's just a part of life, but I feel like that's the socially acceptable response. So that's frustrating. Also, there's the fact that I could die in surgery. It's not super likely, but I mean, you think about it, my weight is 30 pounds underweight, or 20 to 30, depending how you look at it. But still, bitch, I need to gain weight. So I'm underweight. My lungs fucking suck. I have diabetes. and they're gonna put me under, rip out my lungs, and then put some more in there, and then sew my chest back up or something. Like, that's kind of intense. And, yeah, I feel like there could be issues. Because doing that, like, ripping open somebody's chest who is healthy would have risks. But then there's the fact that I'm not healthy. And, like, clearly, there are lots of CF patients who have had lung transplants. Doctors know what they're doing, blah, 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 blah. But, like, still, there's risks. And that's kind of difficult because to know I could be going into something that's supposed to, like, save my life or, like, help it, and then I just die without warning is kind of scary. That happened to Claire. I can't remember her last name. It starts with a W. I'm pretty sure. But anyways, she was like a huge CF activist. She was like a motivational speaker. She actually helped, if you've ever seen the movie 5 Feet Apart, it's that movie about two people with CF who fall in love, but they can't be near each other because they have CF, because CF fucking ruins everything. And anyways, she helped, I think she spoke with the producer, and helped to get a lot of the things in there a little more accurate than it would be if you just Google researched, you know? She did a lot for the CF community, and then she was roughly my age. I'm 23. She was between 20 and 23. And she got a lung transplant. Everything was fine, and then she got a fucking blood clot shot straight up to her brain or something, got put in a coma, and then died. What the actual fuck? This was like a year or two ago. Like why? Like, why did that have to happen to somebody? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I didn't watch a lot of her videos, but I really liked anytime she fucking opened her mouth, because she was, like, sick and dying and, like, somehow, like, didn't let it get to her. I don't know. Or maybe she did, but, like, I don't know. She just... It, like, pisses me off that people like that fucking die at, like, 21 years old. And then you have these shitty-ass, horrible people that grow up, have kids, abuse their kids, hurt their kids, you know, like, all this stuff. Like, why couldn't you be the one to fucking have CF and die? I'm kind of getting off on a tangent, but anyways, I'm just saying that it's a possibility that I wouldn't make it through surgery or whatever, and that in itself is scary. And then there's the fact that, like, once I get this, I'm still gonna get sick. Like, I don't know, like, the way that people talk about it, at least from what I'm hearing, it almost sounds like they're kind of like, yeah, you get a lung transplant and then things are better. And, like, I feel like that's not true. Like, I feel like it's better for an amount of time, but you still have CF. Your lungs still get sick. Like, all this stuff, and, like, it just worries me. I don't like prolonging my illness. But my illness comes with me, so if I want to prolong me, I guess that's what I do. I don't know. It's just, I don't know, it's like a lot to think about. And then also the reason I think that I was like freaking out this morning is like, in my brain for some reason, like, I thought that like if you're on a transplant list that it usually takes at least a year, if not like a few years, to like get a transplant. And I Googled it for whatever reason, and it was like, oh, most people on the lung transplant list get a transplant within 3 to 6 months. And I'm like, what? Because here I am, ready to get evaluated, and let's say I get evaluated in a month, and then I'm put on the list, I could have new lungs by 2020. I was expecting, I don't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting that. So that was like scary, because then it's like, oh my god, it's happening now. Like, even though like I haven't even set things in motion yet, like that's just what it felt like. Like, to think, oh, I could get new lungs next year gives me a little bit of time to like cope, but to be like, yeah, I could have new lungs by Halloween. Bitch, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. So, it was just really scary, and I don't know, like, I don't know, there's just like so many feelings that come with it. And like, I don't think that feelings make me weak or anybody else weak, you know, because feelings are just part of human nature. But I think like, I don't know what to do with them, because they don't help. They're just there. And I'm like, why? And it's frustrating, and I don't like it. And I'm just tired of having to deal with CF. And I think I will continue to feel that way forever. And I also worry, this is a big concern for me, that once I get new lungs, that I'll feel healthy and I'll completely disregard what I'm supposed to be doing. Because, oh, I feel healthy. I don't need to do the thing. I don't need to take my insulin. I don't need to do my treatments. I don't need any of this. Which is a lie. But I'm really worried about that, because I know how I am. And I watch how I am. And I look at how I am, and I'm like, in this instance, I look at how I am and I'm like, what the fuck? Stop being that way. Fucking do your shit. And it doesn't matter how much I hate myself, or how angry I am with myself, or how much I watch myself fail. I can't seem to fix it. And I can't seem to do better. And I don't know why. And I don't know what will change that, if anything. So that's frustrating as well. But I think that's everything that I wanted to say. So I don't know if you heard that, but that lady just started screaming again. So I'm gonna click off, but yeah.